Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
It's really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 143 of Weather Weekly. Good to be with you here. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend. It was pretty nice through much of the weekend here. Temperatures were comfortable. Did have a little bit of spotty rain to wrap up your weekend on Sunday, but all in all, not too bad. We are running pretty dry. We are kind of down in the rain department here. We're going to talk about that and kind of the lack of rain that we've had the last several weeks. And if we see any signs of rainfall coming up here, as we're already in the middle of September, man, we're just flying by. Fall officially begins next Saturday, the 23rd, will be the autumnal equinox. So we're kind of getting into the swing of things, although the temperatures are still going to be quite summer-like here over the next several days. We'll talk about that in the week ahead for the week of September 18th, 2023. That's next on Weather Weekly. All right, let's get started here for the week ahead, the week of September 18th, 2023. We begin on the 18th, a Monday, and should be a really, really nice day. A little bit cooler. I know it got a little warm to wrap up the weekend before some of those spotty rain chances rolled on in. But we're going to be abundant sunshine, I think, for much of the day on Monday, the 18th. And temperatures running a little bit below average, not bad. Normal high for this time of year, typically around 78. We'll go with a high of 74 in Indianapolis. Mainly quiet conditions for the overnight hours. And as we gear up for your Tuesday morning on the 19th, there could be a few patchy areas of fog, especially in eastern portions of the state. Kind of like what we had last week. We had several mornings where there were just some of these patchy areas of ground fog, and it wasn't enough to create any major concerns. We had no school delays or anything like that, and that's probably going to be the same scenario here. An overnight low of 51, so it is going to be a little on the chilly side. That means probably outlying areas will be slipping into the mid and upper 40s. The rest of the day, though, looks good. Lots of sunshine heading into your Tuesday afternoon. We'll finish with a high of 77. Again, maybe some patchy areas of ground fog overnight. Otherwise, mainly clear, low of 56. And then Wednesday, the 20th, we're going to start a little bit of a warming trend. It's not going to be extreme. And we're getting to the point of the year where when you get some of these ridges kind of digging in where you're going to try to pump up some temperatures, you're not going to get the extreme heat. It's not unheard of. For example, Monday's record high is 95. I mean, you certainly can get into the 90s, but it's pretty rare once you get into the mid and latter portions of the month. So Wednesday, we do warm things up. We're slightly above average, mostly sunny, a high of 82, an overnight low of 58. Same thing Thursday, the 21st. Mainly clear conditions through much of the day, high of 83, a low of 58. Friday, even a little warmer. So we're just kind of stair-stepping our way up through the week. Lots of sunshine on the 22nd. We'll finish with a high of around 84. And again, a low of 58. Right now, the weekend looks pretty good. No major concerns. Pretty close to average temperature. Saturday, the 23rd. We'll have sunny skies, a high of 82, a low of 58. Sunday, the 24th, just a little cooler, not bad. I'm going to keep things dry for now. Sunny skies, a high of 79, a low of 60, and then there's a very slight chance for rain at the end of the extended on Monday, the 25th. Otherwise, partly cloudy, and a high of 77. So extremely limited rain chances here over the next 7 to 8 days. In fact, the 7-day rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center, their numerical models that come out, have zeros over much of the state, right? So we have that one rain chance maybe coming in on Monday. It doesn't look overly impressive right now. So it does appear that we're going to be staying dry here for the next several days, which we will talk about. That leads us into kind of the new drought that we may be kind of building in on, and how we've been over the last couple of weeks. New drought monitor was issued on Thursday as well. And if we see any better rain chances coming up in the 8 to 14 day, that's next on Weather Weekly. All right, let's wrap things up real quick here. Just some stats for you. Precip for the month, now halfway through the month here, we've only picked up officially 0.17 inches of rainfall. That is down 1.62 inches. Last year at this time, we were at 1.13. Now for the year 28.29, that is down 4.40 inches for the year. Did a quick check, just if you want to look at the percentages here. Over the last 30 days, we've only picked up 6% of our usual rainfall in that time period. So we have been running exceptionally dry in Indianapolis. And to no one's surprise, most of the state now considered in abnormally dry conditions. So we're back to that. Extreme northeastern Indiana now under a moderate drought. And the monthly outlook does call for this drought to continue to develop. Now, not an awful thing. We're getting to harvest time. You know, you don't want too much rain, so the farmers can get the work done here over the next several weeks. But you know, you don't want to go in dry, especially considering and you know, this is not me predicting what's to come here for the winter. But if history serves, you know, the start of our winters especially have been quite quiet. Not much snowfall. There's been some times where we've had some decent amount of rains, but you know, you get into October, November, December, they're just not really good months for moisture. And, you know, I know we always think of, you know, drought being a growing season thing, but it's an all year round thing. You don't want to get behind schedule even in the winter months. Just put you in a bad spot when you do start to get into the growing season. So you want to try to kind of level this off here. So some rain would be nice. 8 to 14 day, not a lot of help here on the precip front. We're right at near normal. There's no strong signs to go above or below. Near normal precipitation. And a pretty strong signal that we're going to be dealing with above average temperatures. This would take us to the end of the month of September and into early October there. 3 to 4 week outlook. Again, keeping us, I think, warm. That would take us to the middle of October. But no strong signals either way for precip. And no update yet on the October for the month outlook just yet. So that should be coming down probably later this week. We'll give you another update in next week's podcast. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's podcast here on Weather Weekly. Always love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions or concerns, shoot me an email, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can find me on social media as well, Marcus Bailey Weather on Facebook and at Marcus Bailey on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and Instagram as well. And again, you can get our forecast 24 hours a day with our Storm Track A weather app and, of course, on wishtv.com. And you can catch my forecast on the TV side Monday through Friday on Wish TV's Daybreak starting at 4 a.m. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon, and God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.